How's it going, guys? I hope you are all doing well out there today, wherever you are in the world. And in this video, we're going to take a look at another mini amp offering. This time we've got the Diezel VH Micro. This is a 30 watt solid state take on channel 3 of their very famous VH4 amplifier. Notable users for me include Adam Jones from Tool, James Hetfield from Metallica, Matt Bellamy from Muse. The list goes on, but they're the first couple that pop into my head. Like I said, this is a 30 watt solid state take on that. And as I stated in the video for the Bogner Ecstasy Mini, these amps aren't designed to overtake the big boys. They're not a direct replacement or anything like that. These are mainly designed to be cool little amps that are perfect for using around the house, taking to jams with your mates. They've got an effects loop so you can tap the effects return and use it as a power amp for your modeler if you so wish. It's a great amp to take on the road as a backup. If your amp ever gives out during a gig, you can just chuck one of these up and I'm sure you'll be able to get the gig done. But these are just really cool little amps. This one has a very simple control layout. You've just got a gain, treble, middle, bass, presence, deep like a depth or resonance control, and a master volume. What I really like about the master volumes on these amps, because it's a solid state power section, the sound doesn't change that much and you've got a really smooth tape around the volume, so it's perfect for home use because you can get it nice and low volume. As I said, this is a take on channel 3, so there's not a lot of clean headroom, but if you want pristine cleans, this is not the amp you'd ideally go for. This does like sort of hard rock and metal stuff with ease. So this was the setting I had for the intro. Obviously I was playing some Adam Jones inspired stuff, but it's just a nice all-round gain with plenty of balls kind of tone. I should say that today I am playing through an impulse of a Celestion Vintage 30 4x12 cab. If we set all the controls to noon, and we'll go from there. I've got all the controls now set at midday other than the master, so we can hear what it sounds like with everything straight up. We'll do some tweaking, pick some favourite sounds, and then I'll do a loop at the end and tweak all the controls so you can hear the proper sweep of everything. So this is what it sounds like with everything at midday. So it's got that real kind of tight with a huge bottom end, really, for that proper rock kind of tone. What I like is it's very full, but there's still plenty of definition. You can hear all the notes. And given how much gain there is there, that backs off pretty well. Let's check out the gain range now. Lowering the gain to almost off, just barely open. This is the kind of tone you get. So you can hear even at just like a quarter up, it's got plenty of gain. So if you were wondering if this amp has enough gain for you, I'm going to tell you categorically that it does. It has all of the gain, far more than I would ever use, but of course your mileage may vary. What I like is that the gain control, as it goes up, the gain kind of smooths out a bit. So at higher gain ranges, if I add a bit of mid-range in, it makes a great lead amp because it's really thick. And it's got a really nice flexible EQ, especially the depth and presence, so you can hear the deep affects the low end at the end of the signal path and the bass in the preamp. So if you want it tighter, I find that if you lower the bass and then raise the deep, you still get plenty of bottom end, but it's a bit tighter. And then the presence does the same thing, it affects the top end and the power end. So a really flexible little amp if you're into your high gain stuff. Now I would hazard a guess if you're looking into an amp like this, you might also be into drop tuning. So I happen to have on loan at the moment this rather beautiful PRS 7-string from my good buddy Joe, who provides all gear for all videos. Thank you, Joe. So I've dialed in a tone that I think is gainy but still kind of tight for the lower end of the extended range. And I'll just show you what this sounds like. Beware, my 7-string chops leave a lot to be desired. Now I'm just going to fire up a quick loop and tweak all of the knobs individually so you can see exactly what the sweep's like on each one. So that was a quick look at the Diezel VH Micro Head. A really cool little amp. It sounds huge given the size. And like I said in the video for the Ecstasy, these aren't going to replace the 400 watt valve 3 grand jobbies, but they get you in that kind of ballpark, and depending on your uses, they're perfect. They're great for jamming around the house, taking to jams with your mates, using as a power amp, having on the road as a spare. They're just really cool little amps for not very much money. Whatever you're doing with the rest of your day, guys, I hope it's great. If you've enjoyed this video, you do me a great favour. If you like, comment and subscribe, it all helps push the algorithm in the right direction and keeps me making videos like this. I hope to see you again in another one soon. Cheers, guys.